We are in Nuremberg, Germany. It is the second largest city in Bavaria. Munich's number 1. How can a city so beautiful be home to a history so dark? Nuremberg is a city of incredible contrasts. In the next few minutes, we'll show you how to experience its stunning medieval charm and confront its difficult past, all in one unforgettable day. This is a journey every traveler needs to take.
So here's a tip when you come to Nuremberg: grab yourself the Nuremberg card. Gets you entrance to all the biggest museums, attractions, and it really saves you a ton of money.
Cheers!
We're on a tour of the Cellars here in Nuremberg, and I have my audio guide, so it's all in German, so I got this handy dandy English guide. The first thing we did in Nuremberg was hop on a tour of the Nuremberg rock passages. The tour is led in German, but other languages are given a headset to follow along in their mother tongues. This labyrinth of underground tunnels dates back 600 years and was originally used to cool and store beer. There are 20,000 square meters of passages, and the cellars are so large because at one time there were more than 40 breweries downtown Nuremberg. That forced a law to be passed so that anyone who wanted to sell beer would have to create their own cellar, thus creating this underground maze. We're walking through the tunnels. Can you imagine being down here? During World War II, it was used as a bomb shelter, as Nuremberg was heavily bombed due to it being a strategic location of the Nazi Party. This is a fascinating tour to learn about the history of the city and to explore these incredible tunnels. The tour ends at the brewery, and you get to taste one of their classic brews.
Time for summer beer. You get one free beer with your tickets. Gotta love that. Well, we're here in Nuremberg, and we've stopped at another brewery here, and I'm trying the City Brew. I'll take some of that home with me.
We are visiting the Documentation Center here in Nuremberg, which was the former party rally grounds of the Nazi Party. It takes us through the history of the Nazi Party and how people ended up following extremism. I think it's one of the most interesting museums that you could visit when you come to Nuremberg. It's a little bit out of town, but highly worth it. Located on the former rally grounds of the Nazi Party, we weren't expecting to spend much time at this museum, but we ended up spending an entire morning learning about how Hitler rose to power and how the Nazi Party managed to corrupt people's minds into following such extremism. This is an interactive tour that pulls no punches. It pays tribute to those who suffered under the Nazi regime, and you will see the horror that they faced when murdered by Hitler's party followers. I think it's a very important museum to visit when traveling to Nuremberg, especially with what's going on around the world today. We can learn from the past, and people need to be reminded. Behind me are the grounds where the Nazi Party rallies took place. So in this museum, you can actually come out and look over where actually all the big rallies happened here in Nuremberg. It's just fascinating. The Palace of Justice is the court system here in Nuremberg, and it is the place where the Nuremberg trials took place. The Nazis that were charged with human rights abuse were put on trial here, and you can actually go inside and visit the chambers where they were put on trial. One note, they are closed on Tuesday, and it's Tuesday for us today. The Nuremberg Trials Memorial is located up on the 6th floor and is open throughout the week except for Tuesdays, and we just happen to be here on a Tuesday, so unfortunately we won't be able to see it. But this is where the Nuremberg trials took place. Come on up for the best view of the city.
At the Imperial Castle of Nuremberg.
Nuremberg Castle is by far the most popular place to visit in Nuremberg. It has been standing since the Middle Ages, dating back to 1050. Nuremberg played a significant role in the Holy Roman Empire, and the castle symbolizes that power. Take a walk up to the castle grounds for the best views of Nuremberg's Altstadt, and be sure to take a tour inside the castle to explore the halls that have lasted long after the fall of the Roman Empire. Notable things you'll see on a tour are its deep well plunging 48 meters into the earth, the Sinwell Tower that you can walk up to for magnificent views, the Rose Garden, the Castle Chapel, and the Imperial Hall. One of the most impressive things to see in Nuremberg is its old city walls. Constructed between the 12th and 16th centuries, these impressive walls still span 5 kilometers around the old town today. You can walk along the walls, walk within the walls, and there are still portions of it open to explore from its different tower gates. The old city wall leads from Nuremberg Castle all around the old town. Another place to get a feel for Nuremberg's history is at Handwerkerhof on the other side of town. This medieval village is a craftsman village that stands beside Nuremberg's old city walls. Dating back to the 15th century, this charming section of Nuremberg is a good place to enjoy a pint of beer at an outdoor patio while watching the artisans at work and the people stroll by. Nuremberg is filled with picturesque timber houses, and a walk down Weissberger Gasse lets you take in all their beauty. And one of the most famous is the house of German artist Albrecht Dürer, who resided here from 1509 to 1528. Today it can be toured and is dedicated to his life's work. During World War II, 90% of Nuremberg was destroyed, but after the war, the city decided to keep its traditional designs rather than going modern. This has kept the medieval feel of the city that makes visiting Nuremberg so special today.
Make sure you visit the historic square, Hauptmarkt.
One of the first places you'll probably visit in Nuremberg is Hauptmarkt, Nuremberg's main market and city center. It is a sprawling square containing the old town hall, the Gothic church of Frauenkirche, and you'll find the city's only Baroque-style church, St. Egidian. And here is where you'll also find the Nuremberg Tourist Information Center, where you can join some free walking tours. But it is the beautiful Skånebrunnen fountain of Hauptmarkt that is the star attraction. The fountain contains 40 figures that represent the worldview of the Holy Roman Empire. It dates back to the 14th century and stands 19 meters high. Legend has it that if you turn the golden ring while making a wish, it will come true. The best thing to do in Nuremberg is to get lost in its streets. Stroll along the canal to see the Holy Spirit Hospital of Nuremberg, which is the most photographed place in the city. Pop into its many museums, from the News Museum for Contemporary Art to the Dramatic National Museum and the Way of Human Rights. Having the Nuremberg Pass allowed us to pop into whatever we pleased. Nuremberg is a great city to add to your Bavarian itinerary, and if you want to see all the things to do in Bavaria, make sure to click on the links below because we have more travel videos. And if you enjoyed our video, make sure to subscribe to our channel because we put up new videos each week.